Hello everyone, welcome back to my class once again. So in the previous class we discussed about the Union Legislature. In that I taught you about Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and the functions of the Parliament, and I hope you all have understood it. And today we will be discussing the second important topic of civics, that is Union Executive. First of all, qualification. Why I wrote this on the board? To make you understand what are the qualifications required to become the president of our country. The first one is that you all know, in the previous section also we discussed about Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, the members' qualification, the citizen of India. The person must be a citizen of India. And second one, there is a difference. Second one, there in Lok Sabha we discussed about a person must be 25 years and above, and in Rajya Sabha members qualification 30 years and above. Here it is mentioned the person should not be less than 35 years. That means 35 years and above. 35 plus. For the member of Lok Sabha, 25 plus. For the member of Rajya Sabha, 30 plus. And to become the president of our country, 30 plus. That means should not be less than 35 years of age. Now, next one is office of profit. It is said. That means person should not hold any office of profit under the government. That is it is similar in the case of Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. So the last one, the fourth one, this is the important one. This is not applicable in Lok Sabha as well as in Rajya Sabha. Here the person should not be a member of either house. Person should not be a member of either. That means the person who wants to contest the election of the president should not be a member of either house. That means member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. He should not be a member of Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. But that is allowed in the case of the member of Parliament. That means a member of Lok Sabha, to be a part of the government, he can be a member of Rajya Sabha even. Okay, so here the person should not be a member of either house. Either house means member of Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. He should not be a member of Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. So this is all about the qualification required to become the president of our country. That means 35 years plus. 35 years plus. The composition of Electoral College. Composition of Electoral College. That means who elects the president? Who elects the president of our country? We. Not possible. So the president of our country is elected indirectly. But who elects the president indirectly? So the body which elects the president is known as Electoral College. Electoral College, which is also known as PEC, Presidential Electoral College. Presidential electoral. So now, who all are involved? Who all are the members of Electoral College? Number one, members of the Parliament. Members of the Parliament. That means both. Members means both the houses of LS and RS, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Both the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. That means when I say members of the Parliament, plural members, that means the members of Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. And the next one is MLAs. MLAs of all the states. So member of legislative assemblies of all the states and Union territories of Puducherry. And Delhi. So Delhi, there should not be a confusion, Delhi is a Union territory. So member of the Parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the member of legislative, MLA member of legislative assemblies of all the states and the union territories of Puducherry and Delhi. They all together elect the president. So, why is the president of our country elected indirectly? Indirect election. Reason: the framers of our country, they have decided to make the presidential election an indirect one. Why so? So, number one reason is that nominal. The president of our country is a nominal head, or the president of our country is a titular head, or the president of India is the constitutional head. Who does not possess real powers. The president is a nominal head of our country who does not possess real powers. Number one. Number two, the prime minister in real sense is the real head of our country who possesses real powers. So it is very much simple that the president of our country is just for namesake the head of the country who does not possess real powers. And the real power lies with the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. Now, okay, let it be. Whoever holds the real power, that is the secondary question. But if we make the indirect election a direct election, then it will cost a lot. It will be a costly affair. Large number of people will be involved in that. So already the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers are elected directly. In that case, already lots and lots of that means money is required to conduct the elections. But second, again, if we elect the president in the same way, it will be a costly affair. It will cost a lot in the election of the president. Number three, too much of power. If by chance, if we elect the president also directly, Prime Minister is elected directly, that we know it. But if the president of the country is also elected directly, then definitely there will be a power clash. The Prime Minister also will hold the same power, President also will hold the same power, because there may be a question, because people have directly elected the president. So definitely there will be a power clash between the president and the Prime Minister as well as the Council of Ministers. So all these are the things which I think is the one which made the framers to elect the president in an indirect way. Now, a most important thing, let me tell you that in our country, that means most of the people are illiterate people, and how to give a power to elect the dignified person of our country in the hands of our illiterate people? Can they do justice to that? Can they elect the right person? So I think there is a doubt. Definitely there is a doubt regarding these people can really do or elect the president in a proper manner. That is why the responsibility of electing the president has been given to the members of the parliament and the legislative assembly members. Now, apart from all these things, we understood that we are involved in the election of the president. We are involved in the election of the president. That means we the people elected the member of Lok Sabha, and the Rajya Sabha are also elected by the member of the state assemblies, and these two houses elect the president. So our involvement is there indirectly. So this is how the president of our country is elected indirectly. Nominal head who does not possess real powers, and it would be a costly affair, and there can be a too much power clash between the Prime Minister and the President. That is why it has been made indirect. And as you all know that the President of our country is the first citizen of our country, and to choose the first citizen of the country, definitely some dignified that means to elect the person of a dignified position, we need to be very much cautious, and that should not be given in the hands of the illiterate people. In future, there can be a changes. If possible, then we can also be involved directly in the election of the president. Because in the case of President of America, though it is said that the president is elected by the PEC, that means Presidential Electoral College, but in real sense, it has now become a direct election in the case of the President of America. So that is something mentioned in theory, which is now becoming practical. So this is all about the reasons of indirect election. Now we are discussing about the term. What is the term of the President of our country? Very, very simple. 5 years. How many years? 5 years. So before that, can he be removed? Definitely he can be removed if he goes against the constitution. That is to the process of impeachment. So